So to add some style to the page, we're going to come up here in the head, right? And in the head, we're going to add these style tags. And what we're going to say is, hey, browser, everything between these style tags, that's no longer going to be HTML. It's going to be CSS, okay? Why don't you go ahead and try that? Save, go through the flow of saving and refreshing the browser, and what do you get? Well, you should get a background that's blue, something like this, okay? So what we're doing with the style is, you can tell this is a little different. This is CSS, right? Is we're saying the body, we're targeting these tags. Look how it, even when I click on this, it even knows that. It's even showing you. And we're saying, hey, browser, everything between the body, the opening and the closing tag, everything between the body has a background of blue. Semicolon ends the line. And that's exactly what happens. It's pretty, intuitive, right? That's what's happening. Great. Okay. What else can we do here? Well, we can target other elements too. So we could target, like the H1, for example. And I can add a line here, and I can say H1, opening and closing. H1 has a color. This is going to be font color. It has a font color of white, we could say. And if I save, I go through the flow and refresh, you can see now just my H1 has a white color. Yeah, sweet. Okay, that's good. So that's what we're doing. CSS is the style, and it's going to allow us to style our page however we want it to look. Now, you may run into some errors along the way. For example, if you were to miss one of these curly tags, that's okay. Sublime's, well, it's not okay. It's not going to probably work so well, but it's okay in the fact that Sublime is going to try to help you figure that stuff out. So you can see there's no real rules except that you notice patterns breaking, or at least that's what I do. So you see this one's white now and this one's blue, right? They should probably be blue, right? And so if you start to notice patterns breaking, right? Or if I were to have two opening styles tags, right? But not the closing one, notice how the whole page disappears. Maybe that's the problem you're having right now. A few of these problems will come just from missing, one tag, maybe not having the semicolon. So you need to be precise. That's the way code works. The white space doesn't matter quite as much. I mean, you can do that and it's not going to make a difference. It's kind of sloppy. I would say don't do that. Again, this stuff, spacing doesn't really matter too much. But what I do want you to be, try to be concise with is just getting all the elements in there and getting all the, looking like mine, so that you should be this far. I'm going to add a few more properties here. I think this page would look better. I'm just going to be a little designer here. And I think this page would be better if all of the text was white, right? To do that, you would put the color white up here in the body, right? Because now everything's going to be white. See how that works? Now everything's white like that. Pretty sweet. And also, we don't need this one anymore, this H1, right? Because it's redundant. You're saying everything's white and this H1's white. Well, if everything's white, then everything's white. So, but we could say something different about the H1. We could say the H1 has a font size, right? A font size of something in pixels. That's the way we measure on our screen. Something like 60 pixels. And oh, there we go, right? This gets larger. And you could do 160 pixels, which is ridiculous, or 6 pixels, which is probably super small, right? But that's interesting, right? You know what's interesting is that the CSS is the style, but just because this is the title, it doesn't mean it has to be the largest thing on the page. The CSS gives us the chance, after writing HTML, to say how it's going to look, right? So that's the important takeaway. The HTML gives the meaning, and that's the most important thing it does. But the CSS then comes and overrides it and gives it style and makes your page look hopefully pretty awesome. We're getting there.